Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal with the Mr. Informal podcast. We are on the number 84 of this Mr. Informal podcast. I go by the name of Mr. Informal. I basically give you the fashion and technology news that matters every week, or so I try. So these are the four topics for the Mr. Informal podcast. Recycled hangers. Reducing the amount of genuine products, or should I say plastic hangers, in the fashion industry and other industry. Number 2, streetwear trash. How sustainable is streetwear? Number 3, as you may know, Nike CEO steps down and will be replaced by a new one. And last but not least, sustainable stores. How stores can attract customers with its sustainability. I mean, I would think that would have been pretty obvious, but whatever. And so those are the four topics for the Mr. Informal 84 podcast. Don't forget to add me on Instagram, MisterInformal, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com, mrinformal.com. And so, as you know, Halloween is coming soon, and is right around the corner. It's on a Thursday. I wish it was on a Friday. It would have been much more fun. But maybe next year could be land on a Friday, or it could be land on a Saturday. And so let's go ahead and start this podcast. So, an article from VogueBusiness.com titled "Fashion Fight to Phase Out Plastics." Items regularly used in fashion like hangers, buttons, and plastic packaging wrap are being replaced as the industry works to replace becoming more sustainable. Eco-friendly natural alternatives to plastic like hangers and buttons are in demand. Much of the push comes from the public pressure and the rising tide of sustainability goals that companies have committed to. For now, more eco-friendly alternatives still to cost more than virgin plastic. Well, that's pretty obvious. So, check this out. CEO of Arch and Hook. For Roland Moret, hangers are an opportunity to unify fashion brands in the fight against plastic. The plastic hangers for us is equivalent of plastic straw for bars and restaurants. He says of the ubiquitous item that requires only minimal effort to be avoided, or can at least design in a less environmental detrimental way. The French designer is on a mission to transport and display his hangers in stores in a more sustainable way, and is now working with Dutch company Arch and Hook, which launched Blue, a hanger made from recycled marine plastic during London Fashion Week. That is interesting. So, Bio Glitter offers a plant-based biodegradable alternative to plastic-based glitter. One source of the microplastic pollution found in the ocean has some calling for a ban on the substance, at which I agree. So, brands including Ralph Lauren, J. Crew, Banana Republic, and Brooks & Brothers are among growing clientele of Colozo Buttons, a supplier of buttons, zipper pulls, and tag derived from Colozo, a natural material native to South America. The company has seen a definite uptick in demand in last year, according to marketing director Raul Calderon. People are noticing that natural high-quality materials like Colozo are not only better for the environment, but also within reach of their budgets. So, let's get to my thoughts on this. Now, I'm all for sustainability, and yes, I do agree that hangers needs to be made from biodegradable goods, not just plastic. My problem is that, okay, you're making hangers out of recycled plastic from the ocean, but it doesn't matter. no matter how you slice it and dice it, cut it, grade it, whatever, it's still plastic. Now I rather have something made that is biodegradable. Not only that, when you work in fashion industry, there's a lot of hangers that gets broken. So you're not gonna use them all, and when it's a hanger, well, you throw it away. So again, I'm more in favor of biodegradable items that could be made into hangers, buttons. That's great that Carozo is being used to make buttons and other small items for the fashion industry. But here's the thing. You can tell only a few brands, it doesn't matter how big or how small they are up to this. And the fashion industry are tackling, and they are battling right now a losing fight. Everyone needs to get on board. And man, why is it so hard to make something that is just biodegradable? I mean, is it really that hard? I mean, why can't it be made from hemp? How come hemp hasn't been a big fibers, yarns? Why do we still stick to cotton? More like the industry's trying to hold, certain materials back from what it seems. So, on to the second topic. At High Snobbity or Snobbity, I still don't know how to pronounce that name or brand. Special report: streetwear has a sustainability problem. Oh, really? So, the global fashion industry is an ecological disaster. 70% of the world's clothing eventually ends up in landfill. Every second, a whole garbage truck full of textiles is thrown out. More than $200 billion of unsold stock is sitting on shop floors in warehouses around the world. Meanwhile, the number of garments produced annually surpassed 100 billion for the first time in 2014, doubling since 2000. Boston Consulting Group (BCG) projects that the global apparel and footwear industry will grow by 81% by 2030, with a rise in consumer spending, with a couple of customer base that expects new product to be delivered at speed of Instagram. Fashion appears more and more disposable by design. Streetwear is part of the sustainability problem. Well, isn't that obvious? Because population is growing, so you'll have more customers. You'll have more consumers. So on to the next paragraphs. At a time when Supreme is valued over $1 billion, nearly 25 billion pairs of sneakers are produced annually, and streetwear brands produce up to 250 different items a year. Streetwear can no longer classified as a nonsense industry as it once was. Its sartorial codes and attitudes have gone mass. Well, check this out. Over 1/3 of consumers have already switched from their preferred brand to another because credibility stands for positive environmental practices. Look, let's not point. I know this website, okay? This website is all about streetwear, basically, and other mass consumer brands and consumer happenings. It's not just a streetwear problem. It's not just a niche problem, whatever you want to call it. It's the whole fashion and footwear industry. It's pretty obvious as time goes, more and more will come up. The population will grow. You have more consumers. You have more items that needs to be ordered and built and made and produced. Not only that, there's a lot of brands out there that are overproducing. Yes, they are overproducing. It's not a secret in the fashion industry, especially if you're in the mass market or fast fashion, you are overproducing. There's no need for companies like that to overproduce, and there's no need for any company at all to overproduce. It's really obvious. Look, you have your numbers. Look at the consumers report, which size are selling, and you pick that as then you order more of that size. And I mean, there's no end to this. I mean, I keep talking about this for many years now. I mean, you look at all my past podcasts, and I keep talking and talking about sustainability, trash, eco, environmentalist. I mean, it could go on and on. I mean, the only way for this to stop is us consumers not get with the hype, think about things, but the first step you can do is buy 100% type fibers of goods. So when it comes to recycling, they know that okay, this is much easier to recycle, because if you buy blended products, it's harder, because now there's no machine that can separate two fibers. That's why I only stick to 100% cotton shirts. I only stick to 100% cotton pants or jeans. I mean, I'd rather just stick to 100% something than go 25, 75, 25, 50, 50, whatever you want to call it. And with all the hype that streetwear gets, I mean, it's not surprising that people are buying more and more because of social media, marketing, whatever you want to call it. It's just the way it is. When, monkey see, monkey do. On to the third topic, and this one is quite surprising. So retail.com is the article. Nike CEO Mark Parker to step down in January. Nike on Tuesday announced that CEO Mark Parker will be stepping down January 13, just hours after Under Armour CEO Kevin Plank announced he would be passing the baton to CEO Patrick Frisk. Nike board members and former CEO of eBay John Donahoe will be replacing him. That doesn't sound good. According to a company press release, Parker, who has been CEO since 2006, will stay on executive chairman, where he will lead the team on board and work closely with Donahoe and the senior management team. Donahoe will maintain his place Nike's board, where he has served since 2014. He's currently CEO of ServiceNow and also chairman of PayPal. So, see, I'm not happy with the replacement. John Donahoe will be Nike's next CEO. He is CEO of ServiceNow and is also chairman of PayPal. This seems like this is not internal hire, it's external hire, and it's as if they're just trying to find somebody that could make a quick buck or could make Nike's profits. That's all it is. Look, I get it. Nike is out there to make money, but at the same time, if you are running a shoe company, you got to have at least the know-how of shoes, not just business, but I'm talking about shoes. See, Nike got lucky over the years because the Jordan brand was giving them a lot of money. And I feel as though Mark Parker didn't do a great job since he was the CEO of 2006. I mean, the only thing that Nike did was expand. But was that really his thing? I mean, any CEO could expand. But what did he really decide to do? Well, let me guess. Kaepernick signed a lot of players? Come on. You have to remember, during his reign, even Adidas did better than Nike during his reign. Under Armour actually risen because of his reign. And now the CEO of Under Armour is also stepping down. So this is just another corporate thing. I'm not sure if Nike's gonna change a thing. So another paragraph I read is, while Donahoe's appointment may come as a surprise for multiple reasons, he has been a board member of Nike's but not executive, and has experience running eBay but not another athletics company. Nike seems to gravitate toward him for his digital skill set. Parker pointed to Donahoe's strong relationship with the company, but more importantly to his expertise in digital commerce, technology, global strategy, and leadership. Well, there you go. You know, this is why sneaker freaks, heads, you know, fans of sneakers will never be CEO of these companies. They're looking for somebody who can make money. I mean, look, Nike already has a presence in digital commerce. They already have the technology, global strategy, and leadership. The only thing you're missing is leadership, but I don't think this person has the leadership. But in any case, I mean, it is what it is. That's what he decides to hire, and that's what Nike will roll. To me, is Nike culture going to change? I don't think so. I don't see it as a leadership, this person. I mean, he's running PayPal, and where is PayPal? Well, it's certainly in trouble. On to the fourth topic from RetailDive.com, titled "Retailers Market Sustainable Stores to Lure Eco-Conscious Customers. As shoppers weigh the environmental impact of their purchases, companies are realizing the ancillary benefits of going green." I mean, I just thought that would be obvious by now. So, first paragraph: "It wasn't too hard to make the package-free store in Brooklyn's New York an environmental friendly space." Lauren Singer, Package Free CEO, opened the store in 2017, which sells various health, beauty, and lifestyle products aimed at reducing waste. Okay, that's respectable. To shape this store with environmental mind, she worked with a friend to find materials needed, including woodwork from sustainable wood, milk, paint, energy-efficient light bulbs, with fixtures from a vintage lighting store. The store tests vendors' products before selling them to shoppers, seeks out products to replace single-use items don't have plastic packaging. The store partnered with recycling firm TerraCycle to introduce recycled bins into the store where shoppers could recycle electronics, personal care, oral care, and other waste per company's website. Again, that's respectable. So far, so good. While up-and-coming retailers like Package Free can be nimble in their sustainability efforts, research from U.S. Green Building Council suggests larger retailers are creating environmental responsible brick-and-mortar stores too. Beyond wanting to do their part to safeguard the planet, retailers also environmental responsible storefront as both a cost-saving tool and marketing opportunity to reach savvy shoppers, multiple sources told. So, that's respectable, but I really have a problem with this. It's 2019, as you know, a couple months after this is going to be 2020. And you're telling me that these stores are just realizing that consumers want sustainable stores? I don't get it. I mean, I thought that would have been obvious in 2010, heck, in 2009, when we realizing about recycled the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. I just don't get it. Now, I'm not picking on this store. I think this store is doing a respectable job, and this person should keep doing what they're doing. I'm talking about other companies that they're just realizing this right now. I mean, how long does it take? How much damage do we need to do to Earth to do these steps? To do these small, tiny steps? A step is a step. Even if it's a tiny step, it's moving forward. But I just can't believe they are just realizing this right now. I mean, we all know that wood is biodegradable. It rots. Except when you put it in water, it doesn't rot. Because trees need water, and water is life. But I mean, recycled made goods. As you know, I just talked about it in the first topic. I mean, you could biodegradable goods. No more plastic packaging. Even if it's tiny, a plastic is a plastic, no matter if it's made from recycled goods. I mean, it's the same cycle. It's a never-ending cycle of plastic. I mean, we gotta make something that is actually biodegradable. It could be a couple years until it's degrading. It's better than 1,000 years of plastic. But in any case, this is hopefully this catches on. And again, it's a tiny step, but a step nonetheless. So that is basically it for the 84 Mr. Informal podcast. I hope you learned something today, and I did too. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Halloween is coming up. All the freaks and the geeks, the animals are coming out. And also Michael Jackson Thriller is going to be playing all night long. Don't forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then on my website, mrinformal.com, MRINFORMAL.com. And so I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.